Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doc.
And I'm...
Well,
How would you
it's serious.
Nurse,
I wish I could...
you must...
So...
How long?
Or long enough to...
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is...
Not well.
Why does
I don't know.
Why is Milton...
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about...
Good... It's locked. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? Good evening.
Always a pleasure.
A colleague?
Not any...
What do you mean?
No. Yes, sir. What with the quarantine? Who? I'm very...
Are you
Why should I?
an interesting...
Sir.
How did you...
After I left the...
Do you work here?
Yes, very easy.
Why do you have to...
Because these...
Why
It was for San...
Have we met?
I don't think so.
When we first talked...
Funny story.
Since you're...
No.
Do you think you would enjoy...
I don't think so.
So you're...
No. I am...
You're a wise man.
No, Doctor.
Do you really believe...
As I said, sir.
Quite depressing.
Yes. But...
Goodbye.
It never ceases to amaze me how... At the same time...
Good evening, sir.
Reed,
Does my arrival...
let us just...
I don't know...
I don't question...
And what exactly...
I served in the...
Be careful what you...
I only want...
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reed. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
It seems you have...
I refuse to see...
We can at least... If you have a problem with me, Doctor...
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice.
I know we've never...
Oh, but I have...
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague. And very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected by Dr. Swansea, but I am still a free man, and I will speak to you the way I want.
Since your tenure in...
Let's just say...
Carelessness.
We're here to save
I don't intend to run in...
modern medical med...
Thank you for your...
Good evening, sir. I never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed. I am
Please, could you...
I'm a great...
I beg...
I'd rather not...
As long as...
You're not the first one.
What made you...
I'm not ashamed.
I'll give you some advice, but understand that nothing beats practical experience, which can be exhausting and solitary work.
Of course, sir. And don't worry, I will never allow myself to be a burden, neither to you nor this hospital.
What can you tell me?
Well, it is always...
Do you need...
Well, yes.
Do you want me to...
Oh, no, Doc.
I see. You seem...
I'm convinced that this...
Questions remain.
True.
What do you think of
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded.
with the influenza and...
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd...
So you believe it...
Dr. Ackroyd...
Tell me more.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering.
What is it you really want?
It's a fair question. I want nothing but to say
Tell me, Mr.
our first diagnosis,
But why would he hide such...
because he is a proud father.
This personal...
I agree.
Do you think keeping...
All I know is
Goodbye. Good evening, sir.
I don't know if
I see.
I'm Harvey Fit.
Tell me about...
I'm just a
I was more...
I'm a carpet.
Tell me about...
Strickland and...
What do you mean?
I often...
Are you...
Well,
I won't lie.
are you sure you don't...
In other circumstances... Tell me about...
My wife died because of...
How could your...
I was working at...
You can't...
Of course I...
Tell me more about the...
1915.
What happened?
The Germans...
How are your...
They were smaller then.
I'm sorry.
I would like to say...
Goodbye.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen.
Good evening.
No,
Rick.
I don't want to talk.
I suppose...
Yes.
Could you at least...
More to...
How pain...
So painful.
I'll let you get...
I'm alright.
Good evening.
I'm a...
Admit it.
Yes.
All right, then.
Call it what you want.
Can I...
I wrote a letter for my mother.
I see.
Yes.
You can...
I guess I should...
Tell me about it.
I don't want to talk.
How painful...
So painful.
I'm sure you...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
I have to go...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, ma'am.
It's my son.
I'm Dr.
I'm Beatrice.
What can you...
Not much to...
May I...
I'm a teacher.
Are you...
Yes.
What do you think?
I have had the...
Is there something...
Some of the stuff...
Tell me more.
The ambulance driver was quite rude.
What do you mean?
She meant...
She charged...
Yes.
I share your...
I don't expect...
Your son wished to die, Beer.
Are you not aware, Sue?
I understand you.
All my son needs is help.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plane and court medical bench, sir. I understand you must be...
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't.
So many deaths. A lot of my own
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood? Yes, Nurse Crane?
I'm so sorry.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of
Nurse, this room is off limits, and I'd prefer to keep it that way. Make sure the rest of the staff are so informed.
Of course, Doctor. And what about the antiseptics? Or do I inform the staff that you're too busy?
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead.
The store?
Perhaps I should...
It's the large building
The abandoned morgue behind... It's locked, all right. Good evening, Mr.
Dr.
And why?
People who don't sleep.
Do you ever...
The wounded.
That man...
What a
What did he... You're a monster, Mr. Cox. An ungrateful and disgusting man.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place.
What's wrong?
Come on.
But you're alive.
What are you
What's wrong?
That bastard.
I see.
The nurses aren't too...
How long do you think...
I know this...
If blood and violence is all you understand, I'm sure it won't be long before you meet them, Mr. Cox.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for...
Please, sir.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir.
I'm Dr.
Oswald, I'm a...
How long have...
I can't...
Don't be ashamed, miss. What can you...
I'm Oswald's best friend.
What can you...
His name is Oswald Thatcher.
Where was you...
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital.
This is a day...
We were looking for the...
I have all the
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Hey, Doc.
I'll... Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well. Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood. It's locked. It's locked, all right. Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. Traces of a pinkish foam? Multiple abrasions and scarring. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a signs of internal bleeding. Tippett has made an egregious error. Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
so tired. Will this just never end? I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help? You are not a burden.
And you have my...
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening.
Doctor,
Kokorin, I want you to...
he was my patient.
Who was this patient?
I don't know.
What...
It was a twofold error.
Why not...
Are you...
Goodbye, Doctor. Good evening.
Dr. Reed?
Goodbye.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I have some...
What?
I retrieved you...
Well, yeah.
Not at all.
Good.
What's going on between you and Nurse...
Pippa's tired.
You do
Come on.
During...
Maybe you're right.
Why do you have such a mediocre...
Fuck them. Nobody knows.
I know it...
I've seen, babe.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I will not
But
let
in
you
the
down, my
circumstances,
boy.
I'm willing to give...
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse. Duty calls?
Many thanks, Doctor.
My blood and soul, they belong to you.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many
This must be also...
I wish I could
I cannot
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Thank you. But I'd rather you didn't speak so lightly about my condition. There is nothing I find amusing about this situation.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke...
A spokesman, or...
Discretion is in order.
And you would like me...
By the stolen...
Accepted.
Do you need...
I have...
Then ask.
You mentioned...
Certainly.
Yet you don't fear me.
The Brotherhood...
That...
I feel it wasn't...
Since you...
As men of...
The sun...
You will find...
Must...
You are...
Since...
Well, for many...
Where do we stand today?
But to be honest, we cope on...
What
we need...
The man we...
He was a Skal.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself...
A Skal, it...
Where do...
The name means...
We'll see... We'll see...
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You seem so...
You're a vamp...
Indeed.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed...
You must have count...
Have any...
These poor...
I gather you have found an arrangement satisfying both ethical and corporal concerns.
I was brought up not to snigger at my own jokes, Dr. Reed.
Pardon my...
As a newborn, you...
I'm a scientist.
I will gladly answer...
Dr. Swan...
These past in...
What are your expectations?
As the newly...
If we're dealing...
As immortal...
Who?
Even if it were...
Please continue. Every...
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed.
I'll take care of it. Do you know...
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk...
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer...
Hey, Doc.
Have you heard of any
Blackmail?
You're lucky to be alive.
This place is...
Consider yourself...
Don't play the...
I'll leave...
These nurses, bred with no respect. What? What? What is this?
There's no need...
Preposterous.
If you continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been
Oh, better than...
I heard there...
Blackmail?
If I didn't...
God's honest.
You seem...
That's it.
Debauchery. Really?
This is your...
Thank you for your... The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them. Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
What can...
Let me guess.
She could have...
That old witch.
No matter...
Who says I...
Pepper.
Yes?
I have no...
The rules say I...
Is he worth...
Okay.
Goodbye.